What's going on, everyone? Today I'm going to do my first longer video. We're going to be reviewing the Batman Inart. Sorry for the delay for YouTube. I was really upset when my TikTok account got hacked, so I haven't really been posting that often. I apologize for that, but I'm going to get back into it. As you can see here, you have this beautiful color cover sleeve right here, and it says "I know what I must become" down here. And then you have the Batman right there, and it's a standard version. This is my first Inart, as well as this is probably my most expensive figure in my collection now. The inner box, you have the Batman down here, you have the Warner Brothers DC the Batman, and then the Inart logo. I got this from, and it says I am the shadows down below here, then has more of the writing down there. I got this from Toy Assemble. He was a hefty price, but I hope he's worth it. And it says the Batman down here. And then you open the box up like this. To then now you have this operation guide and some other things in here. And then you get to the styrofoam right here, which I am going to peel off like that. And then you have Robert Pattinson himself. He is probably my favorite Batman. It is the molded head sculpt that I have on here, but that's fine because I don't mind not having the artisan version or whatever Inart calls it. You have the head sculpt right here. It looks pretty good. Then you have the chest piece here. It also looks very well done compared to the other figures that I have. This does come out as well as a batarang that you could have in his hand. Then you have the shoulder padding here, as well as the cloth here, and this connects, as well as you have these and the claw things on the side, and that's him without the hand on. And then it's the same on the other side. You have the belt here, those, and then his hand here. Then on the back, again, it's more of the cloth. Then you have this fabric piece, which is where I'm assuming the cape attaches. Then you have him down here. This is a beautiful figure. Overall, he looks really well done. So then I'm going to put him off to the side for now. And then you have, let's see here. So you have a bunch of different hands, which actually I'm going to move this down here. And I'll show off the hands more one by one. I don't know if I'm gonna. So you have the punching hand here. I am doing this on my wife's desk because her desk area is a lot brighter than mine. You have two of those punching hands, which I'm going to show you here now. And then you also have two hands where it looks like he is holding a gun, or probably where he's holding his grappling hook. And then you also have two hands that are like this, where it looks like he can hold something, but nothing too crazy here. And then you also have another hand where he is pointing like that. And then you have just his cowl right here. If you do not want him to have an actual, if you want him to just hold his mask, you can have the mask, him holding the mask like that. Or what I'm going to put on is going to be the head sculpt with his actual face in there, which is this one right here. Again, amazing detail. They got him down perfectly. I heard the Hot Toys one is also good. He is also way more affordable than the Inart one, but I wanted to try Inart as a different figure company. So I'm excited to put this all together. And then you also have two mouth face swaps for his for the Cal version, which are magnetic. Here is the next face right here. There we go, that fits better. There is the next face like that. And then for the last face that they have is definitely more of an angry face that they have for the last one. And when we swap that out and put that right here, and you have more of that angry face right there. Again, all the faces look good. I think for me, I'm just going to put the normal, not super expressioned face, just because that's just what I like, but, you know. So I'm going to rock more with just the plain original one. And then I'm going to switch out the heads once we get to the cape, because I want to put the cape on him. Now his hands are all falling out. Okay. So next is where we have, this is going to be a lot to put back together. Next we have all of his gadgets down below, which is a lot. This is his belt. I don't know how I feel about having to put his belt on. It is definitely a different approach to doing this. But you have his belt right here. A pouch just fell off with all the little pouches that all open. It looks really well done. I'll probably pause the video to actually put that on him. And I gotta put this, guessing it's like a flash grenade, back on his belt and figure all that out. And then you also have, which I don't care that much about these, but you have a bunch of like envelopes from the actual movie that are really small, like for the Batman, to the Batman, to the Batman, to the Batman, to the Batman. Like they're very cool to have, but I don't think I'm gonna put that in his hand at all. And then you also have the cards as well from the movie. Let me get this out. Sorry, everything is super taped together. Again, you just have more cards as well. Like I said, it's a nice detail to have, but I wouldn't say that I care too much about it. But they are nice details to have as part of your collection. And then you have more accessories for his belt, like you have more of these grenades, as well as you have his flares that he used at the end of the movie. Then you have another one right here. And then you have his handcuffs. And you have a flashlight. Then you have more tinier flares down here, if they are flares. Then you have a batarang right here. You also have another batarang right here. And then you have the hook for his grappling hook. You have two of those. Then you have part of the his grapple hook there, and then you have another one, part of it right there. And then you also have the longer version of, if you wanted to show it extended, and you have 2 of those as well. Overall, there's a lot of cool little things in here that you can put all that together. Ugh. All right, I am not going to use the display base, but I will show the display base. You have the display base right here for the Batman, Inart, and then the bat signal right there. I'll leave it up here. Show, is this like magnetic? No, it is not, but I will display him like that. He is, wow, he's actually really pretty bendy. I don't know if you can hear that. But I am not a fan of the display bases, have not been for a while. I don't know, for me personally, I'm just not the biggest fan of them anymore. They take up a lot of room for the display bases. So that is everything in the box besides styrofoam and his cape. So now we are going to grab his cape, which I'm gonna look this. That's the inside of the cape, and it has like the wire fiber right here on the back, and then that is the outside of his cape. You have the Velcro here, as well as you have the Velcro in his back right here. So we're gonna pull his head off. And where is this head? So we're gonna put the cape on first. Cape on. Velcro's really nice on the cape. This is a beautiful figure. I am gushing as much as one can possibly gush for a $600 toy or figure. That looks so good. I'm happy I went with the Inart one over the Hot Toys. Not that there's anything wrong with the Hot Toys one. I know, like I said, I've never had a Inart before. Just the box presentation of the Inart blows Hot Toys' box away, personally. But then you can pose you could have the cape. You could give it, there's him with the cape on. You can fiber wire it to him. I'm just going to have it more over him like that. If he doesn't fall over, the bettering fell. I think leaving in all these little oopsies makes it more authentic. I don't know if I'll do more of these longer type videos. I thought because of how expensive the figure was, I thought it was a good idea to try it out, and if that doesn't work out, then I'll go back to doing shorts. If this doesn't work out, maybe I'll do a shortened version of this video for the shorts, but we'll see. I am now going to figure out how to put his belt on, so give me 1 minute. So I finally got the belt on. It was kind of annoying getting these 2 clips on, but overall it looks pretty good, and I also semi-posed him here. And I have him with one of the cards, as well as him looking down on it overall. This is a pretty cool figure. I liked it. Like I said, I don't like how you have to put everything together. It was kind of annoying. I'd rather the belt just been standardized on him already. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you enjoyed this longer form of video, or if I should just stick with the shorts. I probably will upload a short after this video is out, just to let people know on all the other platforms that I have filmed my first long video. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, follow for more. If you didn't enjoy the video, please let me know what you didn't like about it. And thank you.